Good morning, everyone. I would like to show you how I do the linen stitch in my Rings of Linen Afghan pattern. This is not my stitch. This is a stitch that I found by Kimberly Carrington. You can look her up on YouTube. I will put a link below. This is just a general small clip of how I do the linen stitch. Okay, this is the back of the linen stitch. It's beautiful, just like the front. This is the front of the linen stitch. There's no big gappy holes. This is a 3/4 inch loom, so it's pretty wide spacing. And it's number 6 yarn. It's very beautiful. It's beautiful all on its own. It's not even curling. I usually do a garter stitch on the ends, but just saving a little time so I can show you this, I didn't do that. And there is no curl. I did a crochet cast on without the hook. Crochet hook, I always do that, and the way I do it is done by Deborah Shaw on her videos, so you can look that up there. Crochet cast on without a hook. It's also called a chain cast on. Okay, so my pattern for the linen stitch always calls for E-wrap 1, purl 1. So if you're E-wrapping purl, E-wrap purl, E-wrap purl, then when you turn, if you purled this one last time, you want to E-wrap it. So E-wrap purl, E-wrap purl. You're alternating the stitches so that you'll always have one linen and one E-wrap. One linen stitch, one E-wrap stitch in a row. Okay, so let me get started here. My first one's an E-wrap. And the next one is a purl back. This is how I'm going to get the working yarn behind the peg, and I will show you how it's normally done, and you will see the difference. Okay, so I'm going to lay the working yarn underneath like I was going to do a regular purl. Pull it up and pull your loop out, but don't take it off of here, and don't take the loop off the peg and put it back on. Just take this loop and lay it over. Easy peasy. Give her a pull, and now your working yarn is back behind the peg. And your next stitch is an E-wrap. Now normally, if you look up linen stitch, everybody takes this off the peg. So I'll try it. It's going to take me a little bit to get her back on. That's why I do it this way. You take the loop off, put your working yarn behind the peg, and then put this loop back on the peg, which, as you can see with number 6 yarn, it is not easy to do. One way or another. If I had to do this through the whole Afghan, I would not do the linen stitch. So I sure am glad that I found this way to do it, because it's beautiful. Again, you E-wrap the next one. And I'm not doing it that way anymore. You do it this way. This is what Kimberly calls the purl back. So she's starting like a purl, but then she's just laying it back. And then at the end, I do my U-knit. I bring my yarn to the front because I'm going to go that way, and it's already ready to go. Okay. I just did a purl back on this one, so it's an E-wrap. On the pattern, it clearly says which to do. And then this one is the purl back. Pull it up. Just lay it flat and pull it. And you can see under here, if you take a closer look, here's your working yarn. It's just laying behind the peg. Next one is an E-wrap. Purl back. Lay it back. And it's behind the peg. E-wrap. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Okay, you're laying it under like you would a purl going this way. Just pull that yarn, scoop it up, pull it out, and flop it back onto the peg. It's underneath, and again, your U-knit or U-wrap there to turn back around. Okay, so it's really so much easier than trying to take it off the peg. I dropped so many doing that. I was very frustrated. That's when I went to YouTube to look for a better way. And thanks to Kimberly Carrington, I found it. And I made the beautiful rings of linen Afghan. Okay, I'll go back again. E-wrap, purl, back, purl back. Always say purl back so you don't have to start purling. In my mind, I usually always say purl back. E-wrap. Okay, pull, scoop it up. Scoop it up. And just lay it back over the peg. And then pull it tight. You'll see it laying under there. There it is. E-wrap. And one more time. Purl back. Purl back. So there it is. Again, this is what the back looks like. There is no curl. This is what the front looks like. It's not curling with number 6 yarn. I've never tried this with number 4 or 5, but I'm just showing you that number 6. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 peg swatch that measures about 4 inches. So if you were wanting to figure out how much you would have to do for a full Afghan, that's pretty good. But you want to do your own because your tension may be different than mine. But I love it. I love that look. I love the tightness. It would make an excellent blanket all on its own. But if you want the rings of linen, that's perfectly fine with me. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye.